And so how many of you would be up for creating a new vision or having more clarity on your current goals and visions and focuses for the next, say, 7 years or say 12 months? Say breaking it down into 90-day goals. We're going to break it down into 30-day goals. We're going to break it down into 7-day and even daily tasks. So this is going to be big picture, but it's also going to be practical next step. And so if you guys are willing to go down this little path with us, we'd love to have you here. Can I just get from a show of hands or yeses into the chat, how many of you are 100% committed to just the next 40 minutes to being fully present and to getting the most out of the next 40 minutes? Can everyone put a yes in the chat? Yes, ready to go. And just put a yes into the chat if you're willing to be open-minded here, to really empty your cup at the door, so to speak. And the true sign of a master is allowing you to be open-minded to take on what feels good, but also leave what doesn't feel good, right? So this is for you to be open to a new concept. I love all the yeses. Thank you. Keep them coming. You want this to be a little bit fun, a bit playful, to be, for this to be light as well. So if you also want to have fun, please put a yes into the chat as well. We want to really jump down this together.
Yeah, because
with you.
The reality is this, guys, most people can overestimate what they can achieve in 1 year, but then they underestimate what they can attain and achieve in 10, 7 to 10. If you think about the theme of a life cycle, 7 to 10 years is a typical theme. And we continually, if we are starting to, apply the learning and apply the growth, there's certain spirals, right, in life. And 7 to 10 years, I mean, I've only been around for 4 cycles, so I'm not 40, but, 7, I'm 28. But I've seen some patterns, I've seen some themes. And it's like, when things come full circle, and if you're growing, your circle actually, it kind of overlaps and it starts to spiral upwards. When people don't have a dream or a goal or a vision for their life, people tend to what's called spiral out of control. It's a downward spiral. It's a downward cycle instead of being more of an uptrend. Overall, there's still going to be challenges. There's still going to be setbacks. But a mentor once asked me, when I was really getting into this personal development industry, when I really set my intention on being a coach, studying NLP, wanting to be a speaker, like it was so far-fetched. It was actually so far-fetched as to what was really going on. In terms of where I was at that time. Like you can picture it. I was coming out of the nightclub scene. I was getting into this industry. I was doing it a year sober. So I lost all my friends, so to speak, or really I gained clarity as to who my real friends were. And he asked me, it's like, look, how long can you hold your dream in your heart until it's in your hands? How long are you willing to hold it in your heart, a dream, a vision, a goal in your heart until it's in your hands? It's a really good question. You may want to write that down because that's the reality. Is most people go into this business, they get into business, and if they don't get any results, short term, they quit. Because we've talked about this before, right? The employee mindset. Trading a day's work for a day's pay. And people are so we've been conditioned to want things now. You press a button, you get food delivered to your door. Like we look and we scroll through people's lives. Instant gratification is killing our neurotransmitters into getting things that we want. So we have not built and cultivated the habit of developing patience, some more than others.
It's interesting what you said. So yes, some people, right, are, as we say, one conversation away for their business to explode in a good way, right? They're one conversation from that one person that's really going to help build their business and help co-create that business together. And some people are actually one conversation away from quitting, because it's that no that really can take us off center. Yeah. And so that's okay. And we want to be able to help create a vision for you guys, because they say people perish for a lack of vision. And so it's about creating that clarity long term. And so we want to go through a bit of a process here, whether you want to put a little bit of music on yourself, or we might put some music on as well. I don't know if they can hear it here. We want me to hear it. Maybe put some music on there for you guys to do this process. Just to write to, right? Because we'll leave a couple of minutes in between each question here. And I want you guys to, get comfy, get grounded, stay present. Should we get into it?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Who's ready?
Yep, they're all ready. All right, bring it on. So I want you guys to imagine, right? And I want you guys to kind of imagine you're like really young and you're going down to see, like it's like Christmas Day, right? And you're going down to see all the presents. You're really excited for all the presents in your house on Christmas. Oh my God, I got this incredible, I might have this amazing gift for me, right? I want you to get into that state of like positive self-expectancy, in that like playfulness, excited curiosity, kind of celebration mode. And whether you sit up in your chair, whether you stand up, whether you want to do some breathing or play that music that you're wanting to play to, I want you to imagine that you've got this wand and you can actually create whatever you want. And I want you to take the cap or any ceiling off your, I guess, that on your mindset of what's possible, and to just dream again. And imagine in 7 years' time, right? Where do you want to be in 7 years' time?
Like write the date right now.
Write the date.
2nd of November. 2nd of the 11th. You're going to be in somewhere in 7 years' time. Might as well be somewhere where you want to be.
2027.
2027.
Okay. And how this works is that really get specific. So, talking about what you see, what you hear, what you feel. Stepping into those experiences like you're actually there now.
Yes. And
allowing yourself to just whether you want to put dot points, whether you want to actually start writing, whether you want to say, I'm so happy and grateful that I have this, and this. Think about the different areas of life: wealth, relationships, health, spirituality, whether you want to talk about all of them or just a couple. And I want you to also think about two sections here. For a long time when I was creating a vision, I thought the vision was all about creating a vision outside of myself of like what I want to see and actually give back to this world to make this world a better place. But an exercise that I did at an event one time was I said, when you're writing a vision, have a vision for others, right? The world. Have a vision for what impact you want to have on the world, and also have a vision for what you want personally, the selfish goals, right? Whether it is you want that new car, whether it is that you want to have that amount of money in the bank account, whether it is you want to have, what is it for you? You want to, buy a new wardrobe, be comfortable with asking for more and be comfortable asking for that abundance, whatever that is for you. Whether it is just that, a new home, right? Dream and allow yourself to experience that. So we might just put a little timer on, hey?
So for 3 minutes, 5 minutes?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, just go on a search, keep writing. And the key to this is intensity. The key to this is intensity. Like you want to leave this by the end of your day. Like your hands like, whoa, I just literally channeled something bigger that took over me. So the key word is intensity. Keep writing. Keep writing. What would you like to experience? If there was no limitation whatsoever, what would you want to experience? Be so positively expectant, if you will. Like actually have no limitation whatsoever and expect it to happen. Not attach, just expect, like this delusional sense. And that's why Zach talked about going back to thinking as if you're a kid. Because when you're a kid, you think like anything's possible, right? There's no limitation until the environment sets for us. So we need to set the container for the environment that we want to live in it and experience and bring our children up in and experience for ourselves. From that bias belief system that anything is possible. So if anything was possible, what would you want to experience right now? Just get a glimpse of that.
What's that question? If you knew you couldn't fail,
what would you do?
What would you do?
We've got one life. In this life, anyway, depends what you believe. But I truly believe that, without death, we wouldn't experience the true passion and just purpose to life. Because otherwise, if we didn't die in terms of these lifetimes, we wouldn't we wouldn't value what we have. You know, life is fleeting. So if you would want something to happen, wouldn't now be the right time? And seeing this as if it's now. Seeing it as if it's now.
I love writing, you know, I just say, I'm so grateful that I have, you know, just like speaking it as though you have it now. It's already done.
Yeah, so that's the key to this process is I am statements, now statements in the present moment, not somewhere outside of the future.
Not one day.
Not one day. That's why we've got the specific date, but we're seeing it as if it's now because all infinite possibility lies in the present moment. So keep writing, keep writing. And if you're struggling at all, just put in the comments.
Today is the day. It's already done.
Today is the day, yeah.
Quantum physics, right?
Says
time and space.
There's no time nor space.
We're getting into vibrational alignment, right? Birds of a feather flock together.
Just busting out random quotes again. Just speak to people in quotes. All right.
Time is up. That's 3 minutes, everyone.
How'd you guys go? Do you need extra time for starters? And if you're writing too intensely and you can't respond, that's a good thing. We don't want to keep you or hold you back from momentum.
You know what's in my 7 years is to own an island.
But we're talking about getting one now.
But it's going to happen in the next 12 months.
Like
I'm talking like, let's dream big. Like I want to have an island. You want to have a seaplane, right? I call it a boat plane.
A boat.
Seaplane, boat plane. Right.
No, I don't want. I have.
It's already done.
And a helicopter. Because these are true expressions of what I call freedom. And it's crazy because before I actually, it reminds me of a story. I went to a Tony Robbins retreat and he tells this incredible story about helicopters. Like when he first got his helicopter license. And from that day, it was like I experienced him experience it. He told that story so well, which is what we're actually doing right now, is seeing it through the lens of the now. And I remember after that moment, because we have in our brain what's called the reticular activating system, which means it filters out what's important to us. And I started to see helicopters everywhere. I came back from that experience. I was like, there's helicopters in the sky. I would literally look up in the sky, and then next thing you know, a helicopter would like pull up from a building, like everywhere. And it's something that I've just been like, yep, that's on my 7-year vision. What would have to happen? I actually put it in 2020. So I've got a goal to fly helicopters. It's not too late, actually. But
there's always time.
There's always time. And this is what's cultivating patience, is when you see it and you know it's going to happen and you disconnect from the how, because putting a plan in place, when you do something so big, like the bigger the goal, the bigger the setbacks you must endure, and for you to be able to become that person that can manifest it right now, right? Who agrees with that? Because it's not about getting, it's about becoming. Yeah, see, I saw a bit, I think you guys have been jumping on the trainings. But no, I didn't say this. This is not from my words. So we want to actually chunk this down once we get the specificity. So who here has got a vision for their life? And you can expand on this. Like, as we get more clarity will never come up front. It will come on the journey of discovering the best version of yourself. And if you don't know what it is you want, write down all the things you don't want. And then don't just stop there. Then do the direct opposite. Life is in polarities. So if this is all the things you don't want, what would be the opposite instead? So we've got a couple of things.
So we're going to go, love to get actually one share. Who'd like to share?
Who would actually like to be seen in this moment and telling their vision as if it was happening right now? Who would like to amplify that by sharing in front? Yes. We've got, I'm not going to stop you guys. Jump on. Who's going to be first?
I will. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. What's
Wonderful.
up?
Okay.
So,
All right. So I'm by the beach. My house is behind me, and I'm smiling with my feet in the sand. This is every day for me now. I'm comfortable. I found my home, my family, and I'm connected. I found my purpose. I'm beyond grateful to have reached this place. It was hard, but it was worth it. That's it.
amazing.
Thanks for
Amazing.
sharing.
Thanks for sharing.
Wow.
And how do you feel for a second? Like
I feel empowered.
empowered.
Yeah. I feel empowered to have written that down. I feel clarity, and I can really see it.
Yeah.
My question to you is, how are you going to keep that vision in your mind's eye? How are you going to be reminding yourself of this every day?
I'm going to externalize it. So I'll put it on my vision board. I'll pop a photo up of the beach, my view, and I'll connect with a meditation every day of how I feel on the beach and make sure I'm connected. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. And
Beautiful.
have you got an accountability buddy?
I do. I've got Rita and Maria.
Okay.
Amazing.
And
Yep.
and so it might be a good idea for you to maybe do this together as a group, and then hold each other accountable to that, and really schedule that in. That's really powerful.
Great. Thank you.
Like schedule a vision board session.
Yeah, I like it.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks very much for
Thanks
sharing. Beautiful.
It's just,
So, now that we've got our 7-year vision, shall we go to the 1 year?
to the 1 year.
So, what would have to happen, and what would you get to experience in a year's time to be closer to your ideal reality? What would be an ideal situation to know that even though you're not there, there's progress? Because progress equals happiness. And so what would have to happen? So let's just walk through again. We're going to set the timer for 3 minutes and get that that feel-good song, whatever you love writing to. I suggest if you want a specific song that actually I love writing to, it's called Click Search. It's the one I put on, but anyway. Whatever song that you feel that helps you magnetize this vision process. And you may want to shut your eyes if you want to actually see it.
That's it.
What would have to happen?
And get really specific on this one, guys, and see the different areas of life. We're going to start the counter right now, 3 minutes, and bring it that energy. This energy, how you start this, is bringing that energy into the manifestation process right now. So let's go.
Let's go.
So we're looking, just to clarify, we're looking at in 12 months' time. Last exercise was 7 years' time. Now we're just going to 1 year. So what would you like to see, hear, feel,
for yourself,
experience?
others, and the world?
Yeah, looking at what you want personally in the different areas of life, health, wealth, relationships, spirituality, contribution, and then looking at what you want for the world as well. So keep it internal, what you want, and just be like, if you couldn't fail, this is exactly what you want. If you could ask for anything right now with a magic wand, come at it with that curiosity as a kid, positive self-expectancy, and just be like, this is what I've got. I'm so happy. You could start the sentence, I am so happy and grateful now that I have, boom, 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 or that I am being, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. So this September, wow, with Quantum Leaps. 2nd November 2021. What are you experiencing right now? Go. 30 seconds, guys.
30 seconds. Three, two, one. Ding, ding, ding.
Now we can't. I know that we can't rush dreams, but it's oftentimes when we get analysis paralysis, that this is kind of like helping you really just distinguish what's going on for you, like what will happen, and you can come back to this anytime. So what we want to experience for us is more just saying it in I am statements. So who would like to share this 1 year vision now? Go for it, guys. First one to jump on mute.
Okay, sorry if I've just cut someone off. To me, time is linear. So my 7 year is my 1 year. So I actually didn't write anything because I'm going to make it happen now, not in 7 years.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
So living my soul purpose, which is Healy, shifting universal vibration. I'm grateful for being able to heal children around the world. I've always had a passion for helping orphans, and I know Healy will give me that opportunity. So I had written financially independent through love and compassion, making history, sharing Healy with the world, traveling the world and lifting the vibration. Everyone deserves to be happy and have peace and have financial freedom and align their mind, body and spirit. And we're just blessed all to have that tool.
Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing. I love that. I love that you've included Healy in your vision. that's amazing.
Well, that's a big part of it.
Yeah, exactly. Look, and this is
I've done a lot of different healing modalities, and we're all blessed to have this in our lives and to be able to share it with the world. There's 144,000.
Just cutting out.
Did you?
All good?
Yeah, she cut out. Okay.
The
Back again.
We're all part of that, sharing it with the world. And we're just lucky that we're all placed around the world to be able to do that.
It's really cool, huh?
Yeah.
All collectively raising the vibe. And this is what I love about these visions. It's very big picture, very big picture. I love what yours is about as well. Would you like some feedback just on, in terms of what we saw?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like, for example, specificity, when you're saying places, I'm traveling the world, where would you like to travel?
And when you said financial freedom,
How much?
what does that mean to you?
Yeah. How much money?
What feelings? Just planting some ideas of some areas on. You don't have to answer it right now, but just getting some more, like going deeper on some of those concepts to make it more rich. And if what you've written lights you up, like completely 100%, then leave it. This is your process. But maybe if you created more specificity around these are the places you're so excited to go to Greece, oh my God, you're going to have the most amazing meal with your friends, like create those experiences, step into that.
Yeah.
That might add to the experience for you, just from our observation.
Yeah. Well, I would have to say, because I've been to Thailand before.
Just for time, we won't go into detail right now, but just for you to kind of go and, if that feels good, for you to add it to yours, just for time-wise, we'll just get through the next little bit,
Yeah.
All right. And that's for everyone. So, if you feel like there are some parts of what you've written, like when I've written my goals, guys, I fully script like I'm the writer of my own destiny. Like there's a movie going on and I'm the writer, I'm the director, I'm the actor, I'm the audience all in one. And I'm literally saying, thank you so much for this amount of money in my bank right now. I have the most incredible relationship with money. Money loves me and I love money. You know, I feel this sense of confidence and contribution every time I use money because the world is impacted by what I do. And, you know, and so I literally script like a massive paragraph on what it means to have money in my life, what it means to have, I am the author. That's right. You guys are all the authors of your own life. And so, and same with my health. You know, I wake up with so much energy. I jump out of bed. I literally feel like I can do handstands down my corridor. That's how much energy I have. I look down at my abs and I'm like, damn, I look sexy. Like I'm literally writing that as though I'm owning my destiny, right? And so that's what we all have access to. So this is the beginning, and might just start this process for you. I've been doing this for about 3 or 4 years and teaching other people how to create this and scripting it. You know, there's a different energy when you claim of like, and you know, oh my God, I don't want to get into it too much, but if you guys know what I'm talking about.
Can you just sense the passion?
You know, why wait for someone else to be like, you can have this? No, like you choose, you know? All right, so let's do the next one. So we've gone from 7 years to 12 months, and now we're looking at 90 days. Whether you can put 88 days if you want 2 numbers, right? Look at the next 88 days to 90 days, so the next 3 months, and look at what you want to achieve in those 90 days.
As a milestone.
As a milestone. And these will be linked to the 12 month, right? So this is breaking it down just in the next 12 months. What's 90 days from now? Where does that take us?
Exactly.
Can someone get us
next year?
A little fact check on that?
So
that'll be December, January, February to 2021.
Right. So February to 2021. Right. And yeah, we got about 3-4 minutes.
Let's put the timer on.
Timer on.
Your time starts now.
And this is getting more and more specific in terms of where we're at right now. So it's getting even closer to where we are. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Doing great, guys. Keep it up.
If there was no limitation whatsoever. Read my mind, Deb. I was like, how can we get the synchronicities of numbers?
Ask and it shall be given.
Yeah. The only limitations are the ones we create. That's exactly right.
And if what you're writing is exciting you, I suggest smiling. I suggest like, as you're a kid, like, you know how kids get excited? Like, oh my God, like that excitement level. You know, I give you permission, right? This is the time you can get excited right now. So it's okay to get excited. Breathe how you'd breathe if you're excited. See what you'd see, hear, feel. February 2, hey? Yeah.
Second of the second.
Where do you want your Healy business to be? Where do you want your health to be?
How many people do you want to bring into this, you know? Like actually own it. I remember when before the promo, before we even knew that a promo existed, we set an intention. We want 10 new leaders, 10 like self-sufficient, organized powerhouses with massive databases that want to take this opportunity and turn it into a responsibility and run with us. And needless to say, they popped in. We launched the UK. Like it was just insane. It was crazy. Right? So it's crazy what the power of intention. And this is the space that you get to do it in. Mm-hmm. So keep writing. About a minute.
Life can change a lot in 90 days.
Life can literally, you can literally alter your life in 90 days.
Because it's already done.
Like when think about how powerful it was. We went from getting Healy to then being made redundant in 3 months, and our business, our Healy business took off in that space and time. Just and COVID hit, and we all got put into indoors. We launched webinars, we launched trainings, but it took us 90 days to launch this business, for it to be a full,
to take off,
to be fully self-sustainable. You guys can experience that too.
10 seconds.
Ooh. Getting closer and closer.
Alrighty. Oh, that sound. That's the iPhone sound. Thanks for playing, everyone. Hopefully that was fun for you. Hopefully you guys are getting more and more excited as we are doing more of this. We've literally only got 3 more questions to add to this, and that's going to bring us up to the next to the next little bit. But we'd love to get one share.
One share. Early bird gets one. Who wants to get in first?
So where do you want to be in the next 90 days? Yeah, go for it, Pix. Thanks. Yeah.
I don't want to hog it, but yeah, where do I want to be? Have made 10K sales with Healy, introduced and enrolled 4 rockstar leaders into the business, paid off one of my debts, have a $1,000 spending spree on myself, and then book a weekend away with my partner.
Ooh, sounds like fun. Incredible.
And is that 10,000
Euros?
euros?
Or Aussie dollars?
Yeah, well, yeah, I've got to get used to that terminology.
10,000 euros
Yes.
in a month? Or is that 10,000 euros total?
That's in the 90 days. Okay. My 1 year goal was 10,000 a month.
10,000 a month?
Minimum.
Okay, so then
And I put minimum because, yeah, I don't want to be
Or more.
beholden to just that.
10,000 or more.
Yeah.
And that's, guys, you're getting it. Yeah.
That's it.
Like, yeah, being
Thanks,
open to
guys.
more abundance. Yes, you're welcome.
Love it. Love it.
Love it, guys.
Thanks for sharing, everyone. Picks. And so let's jump into the next one. So what we're going to do is look at the next 30 days. So we've gone from 7 years, 1 year, 90 days, 30 days. Where do you want to be in every area of life in the next 30 days?
So that's December 2nd.
Ooh, December 2nd.
December 2nd. Where would you want
Just
to
around
be?
the corner.
Yeah.
So we're going to put 3 minutes on and start writing now.
And bear in mind, that's in the lead up to Christmas, the lead up to the end of the year. Where would you like to be? What would you like to experience? How would you like to feel? Maybe that you want to be certain about what your vision is for the future. It could be that, you feel more aligned with these new group of leaders that you've attracted into your business now. Like, it could literally look like anything.
That's it.
On the home stretch, guys. There's a powerful saying that I heard, you may have heard him, Joel Brown, say from stage, that we get what we negotiate in life. You get to negotiate with life. Otherwise, life will negotiate with you. Most people give in to terms that are not in alignment with what is their higher self calling for, what it is they want to experience, why they came here, and they settle. With you guys, not on our clock. For us to be successful, we need to help everybody else become successful first, and then in turn, I will become successful. This is what I love about this business, is you can get what you negotiate in life. This is your opportunity right now. Decisions will lead you to your destiny in life. This is you making powerful decisions with the power of intention. What you bring into this is what you're going to get out of it. Do I see Claire wiping some tears from her eyes after visioning this? If you got tears in your eyes, yeah, it's really hitting home. That's it, Howard. So we got 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, I heard it from another network marketing coach. She's an author as well, Peter Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
So she was a mentor of mine in the last company. She's amazing. And she talks about our specificity is the magnet. So the more specific we can be, the more magnetized, how more
Magnetizing.
powerful the magnet is of what you want. If we're, oh, ding, 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 perfect. So that specificity is really important, guys. So it's kind of like God, the creator, is like waiting for us to get specific.
Yeah.
And I noticed it, you know, as last 10 years of really going after my goals, I'm like really feeling that those who are specific on how they want their life to look and feel and have that vision in their mind's eye, just like in that book, there's a book called As a Man Thinketh. It was recommended many, many years ago. And it talks about, you know, as someone has that vision or that feeling in their heart, so they are, right? That being. And so all these, what you're writing down now, guys, is really exciting. And this is what you can become. It's being magnetized to you. So the more specific you are, the better. We'd love a quick little share. Where are you guys going to be in, just open your mic up and jump on in. We'd love to know where you're going to be in 30 days.
1 month time. That's magnetized and
The alarm
positively
noise
affirmed.
triggers. I know, that alarm's pretty intense. I had to change my alarm clock. Yeah. All right, who wants to share?
This is where it gets even.
I will.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
I will.
Nice.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. So what are you experiencing
Me?
in a
Okay.
month from now?
All right. Well, in the next 30 days, I figure I'm going to work the Healy. I'm going to organize myself more. I'm going to sell at least one Healy. I'll connect more with my upline. We'll plan out what to do. We're going to plan out what we're going to do, how we're going to work Guam, you know. I'm going to follow up with some downline and check on them, how they're doing with the Healy. Do they like it? What's happening, you know? I'm going to contact at least one person a week. You know, this is slow, right? But I'm going to contact at least one more person a week and scan 2 people a week, you know, if I can. So that's my plan for the next month.
Beautiful. Awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing.
And I love that. It's breaking down to like measurable outcomes. It's specific, it's measurable, it's achievable. It's a little bit risky. I know it's outside of your comfort zone, and it's tangible as well. Would you like some feedback?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so
Sure.
there was the power of language is so on
everything.
point. It's like
Our word is our want.
Okay.
exactly, yeah. Spelling, right? Spells, casting spells. So if you're setting in a vision that I'm going to be, you're basically telling yourself in the future. This is for everybody. Your future that you're still going to be. That's still going to happen. It's still outside you. It's in the future. So you want to say it as if it's already right now, because what your mind can conceive and believe it can achieve, and the mind cannot tell the difference between what is right now and what's vividly imagined. And so, yeah, we want to bring the I am statements back to the now moment.
Yeah. Like you mentioned, you know, I will, I'm going to do this. It's kind of like, if it's going to be like that now, it's always going to be something else, like another time.
Okay.
So you'd say something like, you know, an idea would be, you know, it's amazing. I'm so proud of myself. I've just enrolled 2 people into my Healy business. You know, they have been talking to me every day on how do I share this, and so excited to jump on the trainings and want to start sharing it with others. Like, you know, like you're creating that in your mind's eye, right? And it's putting you as though you've already achieved it, and their actions. So it might sound crazy to some, but why not? We kind of have.
No, I know. Yeah.
It's just kind of speaking as though.
So act like it's already happened.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're wanting to have something, it's like, you know, it's been, or you could say it's been 30 days since I've just enrolled, or it's been 30 days since I like if someone wants to have a health goal, like they want to drop 10 kilos, it might be someone's like, oh, I want to drop 10 kilos. It's like, it's been 30 days since I've dropped 10 kilos, or I've donated 10 kilos to charity. You know, some people say.
You're not magnetizing loss as well.
Yeah, not magnetizing the loss or the negative, and saying, you know, the last 30 days has been amazing. I have so much energy seeing as I've donated and let go of all this weight. You know, like really putting yourself past the goal. That's like, anyway, just something I thought I'd share. Thanks for sharing.
That's great.
Got it. Thank you.
We got 2 more questions, guys. So in 6 minutes, we'll get this done. the next question is around the next 7 days. Where do you want to be in 7 days? Okay, so time starts now. So 7 days is what day is it in 7 days? Monday,
It's the 9th of November.
So where do you want to be in 7 days? What are your top, you could keep it really specific. What are your top 3 big rocks, big things, big tasks that you want to achieve and tick off this week?
And notice how we're talking all areas of life. We're talking about what the Healy is able to do for you as a byproduct. This is the most incredible vehicle I've ever come across with in a long time. I've been in business for a while. I've never seen something that can truly liberate people from their own life. If you think about liberation, liberation is a process of letting someone free from imprisonment. It's the definition of liberation. Guys, we imprison ourselves with our thoughts. We imprison ourselves with our environment. We've been in prison a long time ago from the very toxicity of our environments, because the environments that we are in, it's pretty subjective because everybody's different, but we develop both empowering and limiting decisions from our environment, from society. A great book is The 4 Agreements. I remember we were listening to 4 Agreements when I went up to Brisbane, actually 3 years ago, and Jess Cody, who's on the call, she picked me up from outside my house and took me to a presentation in Brisbane, from Sydney to Brisbane, and we found that book, The 4 Agreements, funnily enough, on the trip. Like it was literally in, what's that place you always like stopping past?
Oh. Oliver's.
Oliver's. It was in an Oliver's, yeah. And I was like, wow, like we're listening to the 4 Agreements and it's right there. I've never heard of this before. The power of intention and focus. And so, yeah, like it's a really powerful book because it talks about what we agree. It talks about what we agree upon. As soon as we agree on the certain constructs of society, that's what faith is. Faith is your undeniable, unconditional belief. And as soon as you start to break faith in a system that doesn't support you, break the faith in the limiting beliefs, you can start to agree on a new life. So, yeah. How do you want to feel in a week? Where do you want to be? What do you want to experience?
That's a great one. What feeling do you want to feel?
Yeah.
You know, what are the top 3 feelings you want to feel this week?
Like feeling is what magnetizes the process, and gratitude especially. That's why, like, if you sit, success leaves clues.
So
that's why he's been saying feel how, like, gratitude is a mechanism of manifestation. I am so grateful for this, as if it's already done. We get more of what we are grateful for. And it can be things that we don't even have yet, but seeing it as done. Cool.
We'll work on that acronym. That's a good one. So, yes, this is really cool, guys. How many of you are feeling more certain for the next week, month, year, for just that direction of your future, wherever that direction is? Who feels a bit more confident, certain, grounded, Yeah, okay, awesome. We'd love to get a share. Yeah, who wants to share where you're going to be in 1 week?
I would like to go.
Thank you.
Please.
Hello?
Hi.
Am I on? Hi?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for doing this. This is so cool. Anyway, all right. So I'm so excited that I have 2 sales this week, and that I'm helping others to teach others to help heal people. And that I'm also really excited. That I've paid myself back for my investment this week from the sales, and that I'm also feeling very confident in doing my own scans and not needing assistance doing that. And then yeah, that's as far as I got with that. But yeah, I'm really excited. Yay.
Amazing. No, look, I love it. You're radiating as we're doing this. Because it's now becoming more
fun.
possible, right? We're breaking it back down. It's not this
Yep.
big thing. You're like, okay, all I need to do is just do this. Now, would you
Right.
like some feedback real quick?
Yes.
Love all of that. Let's take out hope. I hope.
Okay.
Because hope is
I didn't. I said that, but I didn't write that. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it was unconscious. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what could you replace hope with if it's in the now? I am, I did.
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did.
I did.
Yes. Beautiful.
I did. Done.
Congratulations. I'm so excited
All
for your
right.
results. Look forward to hearing about it next week. This
Yes.
is big. This
Doing
is big.
Doing it.
Thanks,
For me,
Nicole.
it is.
Congrats,
Thank you.
guys.
And so, as you guys have seen, we've gone from 7 years to 1 year to 90 days. We've gone to 30 days. We've gone to 7 days. Guess what the next one is?
6 days? Ooh.
Yeah, every day, every hour. Well, you could actually, but so we're going to go to today. That's right, Pig. So we're going to go to today. Now,
In 24 hours from now.
yeah,
Where
in
would
the
you like
next
to be?
24 hours. So that's going to be,
What's the one thing?
Tuesday for us, 12:05 p.m., November 3rd,
Yep.
2020. Okay?
Because every moment matters.
Time starts now.
Every moment matters. Every minute counts. Time is our most valuable resource. Like, what's the difference between you and everybody else that has a Healy is how you spend your time. What makes you stand out? How are you going to bring yourself out more? How do you want to feel knowing that you took this action and no matter what, despite the fear, despite, the uncertainty, you went out and did something on your chicken list, for example. You went and faced your fear. You did a Facebook Live.
Yeah, really step into and start to script, how you want to wake up.
Yeah.
What's your very first thought that you think of when you wake up? What is the final thought in your mind when you go to sleep?
Coffee.
How do you feel at the end of every meal? What level of energy do you have all day naturally? How many chews do you chew your food with? I don't know. How specific do you want to be? It's up to you. Amazing. How do you show up with the people that you care about? Oh.
Yeah, well.
What are the conversations like with your loved ones?
Who would you like to meet? Like there's opportunities everywhere to meet incredible people. It's moments that you could be in this high vibrational state and you say that this is what I want to do, and then it actually happens 24 hours later. Who's ever experienced that before? Like where you thought it and then next thing you know it happened, or you met someone or you got exposed to an idea that later down the track it changed your life. Like it didn't seem impactful in the moment, but it was an experience, a situation that it was life happening for you, not to you.
And I want you to maybe end this exercise in the next 30 seconds in what is the one thing today that you want to do for your Healy business that's going to take you forward, propel you? What's the one thing? There's a really powerful book called The One Thing. And every day I'm like, okay, this is my one thing. If I can at least get this rock done, this task, everything else is going to fall into place.
Yeah.
So is it 10 conversations before 10? 10 before 10, some people love, right? Or is it that, following some people up that you haven't spoken to in a while? All right, so what's that one thing for today? So this is awesome. Who wants to share?
Everything is awesome.
And I love that song, the Lego
When you're
Movie
part of
song.
a team.
Everything is awesome when you have the Healy. All right, so, all right, we'll work on that song. That was funnier in my head. All right, so who would like to share the next 24 hours for them? Because you're already there now. It's already done. What an interesting concept. We're literally co-creating how we want to show up, be, do, and have. No one's taught us this. What if they taught us this in school, right? What if they taught us this like throughout the whole of our schooling career? Schooling training. All right. Well, I would like to say this has been really, oh yeah, who's got this? Someone want to share?
It's Jess Cody.
Hey Jess, thanks for jumping on.
Hey guys. You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Is that your
I just
steering
want to
wheel?
share with you guys what my, yes, I'm driving, what my next 24 hours looks like. So at the moment, I was like, a week ago, I was feeling a little bit flat. And Anthony, you guys know Anthony quite well. He's the guy that wears the most hats in my life. He's my best friend. He's my business partner. You know, we worked together in early January, February, getting him a Healy. And he's just been like my spark of inspiration in the business, alongside with you guys as well, of course. But he's literally booked out, in a day, he booked out 20 Healy scans for the following week. So I've made it my business for the next 24 hours to support him in having those calls go the way that he'd like them to go, and you know, just being there for him by providing him whatever he needs, like water, food, whatever, and making sure that he has a Healy on hand that's charged. So that's my next like 12 hours, and inside of the other 12 is sharing the device with 4 other people that I've never shared it with before. So I've just literally yesterday stepped out of a personal development program, met heaps of new faces, heaps of really high vibe, positive people that are all into personal development. And yeah, I'm super keen to invite them all along to a Healy presentation that we're doing on Friday at our workshop.
That is powerful.
Love that. Love that, Jess.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Thanks, guys. He literally kicked my butt.
That's a big.
Kicked my butt into gear.
That's a big 24 hours. And how are you guys going to celebrate when you finish that?
I think we'll definitely have to go bowling or maybe go-karting. We're keen to do like a family group sort of event. So
how good is
maybe
that?
on the weekend.
Love that. Yeah, I love the dynamic duo that you guys have. So
thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me share.
Absolutely, our absolute pleasure. Well done. Well done, guys. Well, that's
So I want to also add on there, guys, please get clear on how you want to celebrate when you're going to, because with all these things that you've already achieved, right? Because 7 years is just right now. All these things that you've ticked off this, you know, this list, how are you going to celebrate? Who are you going to celebrate with? You know, this maybe as you jump off now, start to think about that, meditate on it. And my challenge to you is that whatever you've written down now, this can take time to grow. This is a garden of creation that you're creating. And this is just maybe the first seed. Maybe you've done this for a little while. Maybe you're pulling out some weeds. You're getting clear on the garden, right? So to speak. I personally like to put it into an Evernote or like a Google Drive, so I can have it on my phone, I can have it on my computer, and I'm constantly adding to it, looking at it. And so what I recommend is actually getting clear on these. This might take a week. It might take the next couple of weeks, or it could take the next 3 hours to get super clear. It just depends on how committed you are, and put this into a document and actually print it off. And every month check in on it, every 3 months check in on it, and every 12 months check in on it as well, and really do like an intake, a check in on like, this is what's going on. And if some of you, for me, it's helped me with setting boundaries. It's allowed me to say no more comfortably. It's allowed me to accelerate my own, what I'm actually here for. I feel there's a sense of purpose that comes as I've enriched this document, and it's a growing thing. And so what I'd say is print it off, put it in your pocket for the next month. put it in your handbag and have it somewhere where you're actually, or stick it to your phone, or it's going to be awkward, but stick it, or have it somewhere that you're touching it,
Constantly seeing
thinking
it,
it,
feeling it.
you know,
Yeah.
like having that anchored into your reality where it's in the morning, it's the first thing you read. Before you go to bed, it's the first thing or the last thing that you do. Like that, you're choosing to focus on that, right? So that's my suggestion. If you really want to make the most of this next part, is to how can you integrate it? Put it on your bathroom, on your fridge, in the fridge, right? Put it wherever, and put reminders in your phone. Like make this the prominent thought pattern in your mind's eye as much as you can. That's the challenge.
And then additional to that is externalize it, not just for your own life, but also with your accountability buddy. Like actually get off the phone after this and share it with them. Like, this is what I want for my life. Because oftentimes when you share it with people that aren't really, you know, that you've been conditioned by, and that they're kind of like, it's convenient for you to be this certain vibration, this level with where you're at for how you've taught other people. Oftentimes when you have someone that's completely unattached to your, just your life, in the sense of how they
point of view.
Yeah, different point of view. Like if you share it with your family that don't really
maybe don't share it with some of your family.
Maybe don't. Like, it depends your relationship with them.
Sometimes the people closest to us might not be the most supportive. Share it to, I think, an external party.
Well, it depends what your motivation is as well. Like I remember sharing, I'm going to make $2 million to my family, and they're like, yeah, right. I was like, I'm going to freaking prove you guys wrong. And that can get you started.
Right.
That can get you going.
Sure.
Right. But it depends where and who you are with. But yeah, share it with people that are in resonance with this outcome. That's kind of holds you to a higher standard. You know, we get what we tolerate. The simple fact is, how are you going to be able to raise your standards and raise your level of consciousness is by externalizing it and helping people, you know, help get clarity and a no bullshit excuse sort of system, where if you know, this is my no bullshit excuse system, and it works pretty well. So we hold each other accountable. So that's it for today, guys. And this is something that you can build upon as you go, like Zach said.
I'd love to know how you guys are feeling right now. Just be really honest. Like, what's the one feeling you're feeling? If you put it into the chat, we'd love to just end on that. Whether this has made you more certain, whether this has scared you, whether you've got excited from this. Like, how are you guys feeling right now, right? We've got excited, we got clearer, we got happy here. Amazing. So yeah, please jump into the chat. Just share how this exercise makes you feel. Would love to get a bit of clarity on that. More certain and energized. Thanks for sharing. Motivated. You've got more clarity, feeling more clear and grounded. Awesome and excited, very inspired, super supported. Visioning my Healy arriving. Yeah, amazing. Yeah. Accomplished, focused, ready to go, strong, confident, clear where I am going. Oh, that's awesome. So everyone give yourself a pat on the back, a hug. Can we all hug yourself right now? You've done such a good job.
So
like, yes.
Seriously, this is so exciting. And what a gift that you can then give to your people that really want to build this business with you, is this simple process. Because like Zach said, you know, this is a very prominent personal development tool called the Bible. Everything else stems from it. And it literally says, without a vision, people perish. So if you really want long-term business partners to build this with, to link arms with, help inspire and tell a vision while most people are watching the television.
People are watching the wrong television.
Yeah, they're being told a vision.
What television, what vision do we want to tell ourselves today?
Yeah. You guys have the vision that you want to tell yourself every single day, in a world where the television is telling us what to vision. Look, this is all it is at the end of the day, is improving yourself one day at a time and having that dream in your heart until it's in your hands. So
yeah, I used to get excited for all the programs on television.
Yeah.
And now I'm reprogramming my own vision by telling myself a different story. This is so exciting, guys. I'm excited for every single one of you. Here we go. T-shirts pop.
Here we go.